Hey there, it's Mandy from Designer Chameleon, and today I am setting up my goal journal for 2026. And I have to say, I've been looking forward to this video more than any of the others because this is just something that I'm really excited about. I feel like 2026, I'm not going to say it's my year because I feel like that's so cliche, but I feel like I'm going to be setting myself up for success, which is a huge step to being successful in anything that you want to do. So I'm really looking forward to this. You might have immediately noticed that this is not the journal that I have in the picture for this video because I bought two and I have gone back and forth more times than I can count about which one I was going to use for the start of 2026. And I finally decided it's going to be this one, even though I just took pictures holding this one. I don't care. You'll forgive me. We're going to go with this one. So this is from Live Love Posh. It is just stunning. It has this beautiful, soft texture and the gold embossing. It's a stunning journal. So highly recommend if you're in the market for one. Okay, so we are going to grab a name sticker. I do custom name stickers in my shop if you're like me and you don't want to write your own name in your planner because you know you'll mess it up. I know that there are plenty of shops that do it, so grab yourself one. I would love to do it for you, but there are also others, so I'm rambling. I'm excited. Okay, so this is my journal. I've gone ahead and labeled some of the pages with what I want to put on them. This first page is going to be something really simple. It's just going to be the calendar for 2026. So this is the calendar that I printed out. I am switching up this year and going to cyclic planning or cycle planning. And I got the idea for that from Jess over at Jashi Corinne. She has been really inspiring to me. I've watched a ton of her videos on goal planning and changing my life and all that fun stuff. If you don't follow Jess, highly recommend. She is fantastic, very inspiring. And this is the calendar layout or the cycle layout that she uses. And she doesn't use months, she uses different cycles. It's very confusing to explain, but basically it makes sure that you have solid weeks of time, Monday through Sunday, or at least that's the way I'm doing it, Monday. If you're a Sunday start person, you can do it the opposite. But it accounts for things like February not having the same number of days and some months being, you know, they start and stop in the middle of a week, all that kind of stuff. And I really like the concept. It's definitely more aligned with how I would have planned a project when I was in a corporate business setting. Even though I wouldn't have called it cyclic planning, it's really the same concept. So because the calendar is a little confusing for me, I went ahead and typed it all out. Yes, I did. I did. And I'm going to put it into my journal here. I should not have peeled the whole paper off to start. Oh no. Okay, applying that sticker was a hot mess. I should have just peeled off the very top of the sticker and then applied it down the page slowly. But I got excited. So it's in. We're gonna just move right along. So on this second page, I am going to put a header, if I can find it. Okay, I still don't think it's perfectly straight, but we are not gonna be overthinking everything. So we'll do this, I think, here. And we're going to do a little bit of decoration. Man, a little bit of decoration always makes things more fun. For some reason in dot grid journals, I always like to use clear stickers. You can obviously use whichever you want. I sell both in my shop. I have both available to me, so I figure might as well go with what I prefer. These are some stickers from my Happy Mail sticker collection. And as you can see, I really didn't plan out how I was going to use them on the page. We are truly just kind of winging it. So we'll put in a couple more things, maybe some flowers here. And I love these little stamps. So we will put these, I think, across the bottom. So we'll go like that. Okay, and I am gonna leave this little section empty because I might end up wanting to write like where different sections start and stop. The pages aren't numbered, but it at least gives me the option for clarifying things a little bit in this space. So let's go ahead, and this is gonna make me absolutely crazy. Okay, hang on. If you don't know this trick, if you have a bubble in a sticker, you can cut it I might need to do a little bit more, but it basically forces it to reheal a little overlapped. Is it perfect? No, but I prefer it to the bubble. So, you know, it's preference, but it's a trick. Okay, turning over to Q1. So I am going to do, nope, I changed my mind. I'm going to go ahead and put the quarter calendar at the bottom of the page. So I'll go ahead and just pull the top part up like that. And then we can line it up a little easier. It's a little bit smoother. And I have decided that each quarter is going to get a word of the quarter. So my word of the quarter for Q1 is foundation, because I feel like the goals that I'm setting for Q1 are really to set my foundation for the rest of the year. So that's why I went with foundation. So we'll put this on the page. Man, I am all sorts of struggle bus with stickering today. Okay, there we go. Let's decorate a little bit. So I printed out some stickers. This is from my flower shop sticker collection. If you're not familiar, I do all my own artwork. So I drew all of these stickers, which makes them extra special to me. Okay, and then I'm going to write out my kind of mission statement or my personal statement about what foundation means to me. Now, I obviously could have created a sticker for that, but I feel like writing it out by hand is more personal, and there's something therapeutic or intentional about the process of writing it out yourself. So I wanted to write that, and I love it. So I'm really happy with how this is turning out so far. I'm thinking maybe a little washi tape or something. Let me take a peek what I have. I have this washi here. I don't know where it came from, so I can't tell you where to order it. If you like it, I apologize for that. It's just like a pink marbled kind of color. And because it's a little bit off center, maybe we'll put a flower over here. I want a place to have one running list of all of the goals for the quarter, just so I can see them at a glance. So I'll do that over here. We'll do Q1 goals. And some washi. Oh, I'm gonna have to take that down a little bit because, well, I could lift, sorry. I'm gonna lift this Q line up a little bit so that I can put the tape underneath it. Okay. I need to lift the G as well. And of course, we need a little bit of decoration. So some little potted plants down here at the bottom. I just remembered that I wanted this to be a page for the running list for the whole quarter. Shoot, okay. We can fix this. So we're gonna lift this guy up. Clear stickers are a lot harder to move than regular stickers, but it can be done. Okay, I'm happy with that. So we'll do that, and then I want to have 3 columns. 1 column for the quarter, 1 column for the goal, and 1 column for the status. So let's go, I think we'll go here. Nothing more fun than your nail betraying you. Okay, so that's that. And then we'll do 2 rows over. We'll move our nail out of the way this time. A little bit of white pen to cover that up. And good enough. Okay. So I'm going to want to repeat this over the next couple of pages because there will be quarters where I have quite a large number of goals. I know right now for Q1, I'm thinking I'll have like 9, but that could definitely change in the other quarters. So we'll go to the next page and we'll kind of recreate this setup so that I have space for all of my goals. Well, a really loud helicopter flew over my house, so I paused. And that reminded me that I did want a full running list for the year, but that was supposed to go before the word of the quarter. So I changed this yet again. Am I all confused and befuddled today? Apparently, but this is real life, so we're just gonna keep going. I changed this back to Q1. This will be a Q1 goals page. Maybe I'll do a tip in or something for a running list. We'll see. I don't know. We'll come back to that idea, I guess. So I've got my word of the quarter. I've got my calendar for Q1. I have my page for the running list of Q1 goals. So now it's time to create the pages for the individual goals themselves. I think I'll start with some washi. So we'll put our goal at the top of the page. Give this a little rip. So that leaves me a space to write what the goal is. And then I made some stickers for the different sections that I want for each goal. So this is basically the headline. Then underneath, I'm going to do a full definition for the goal. Okay, and then I want to describe the why, so why the goal is important to me. And then a place to describe the ideal outcome. Since it looks like I left a lot of space down here, we will just grab some bigger stickers to add in more color. Put in just a little bit more at this top corner to give it balance. I can save the rest of this one for a different page. On this side, I'm going to be recording what I call steps and stones, which are the steps I need to do to complete the goal and the milestones. So we'll do steps and stones. You know what? I think I'll put the status sticker in first. So we'll do status, and then I'll throw in a line. And then we'll do steps and stones. Okay, grab a line. The line got wonky. I'm really learning and struggling to do these kinds of things on camera, but you know, it's a process. So we're going to pretend we wanted the line to be wonky. And maybe throw in a sticker to make it a little less noticeable. Okay, so we'll put that there, and then maybe a little cart down at the bottom. Okay, so we have our name page. Get rid of these. Name page. I have my calendar for the whole year of all the different quarters and how they align. I have my 2026 goal cycles page with space that I can use for any kind of referencing. I have my word of the quarter, which is foundation, because we're setting the foundation for our year, and the quarters calendar. I have my page for a running list of Q1 goals. And then my first spread for the first goal that I want to track. And I'll just repeat this for however many goals I decide to put in this quarter. So at this point, my goal journal is ready to go for Q1. I can just keep going as necessary. So I hope you've enjoyed the setup process, and I hope you'll stay tuned to see how I use the journal throughout 2026. See you next time.